Mike McGeer from South Africa is P1. JD Ellis is 4th. Leon van Linden is P9. Tommy Glad is 10th. Tommy Glad is 10th. JD Ellis is 4th, 0.5 behind Ernest Heather. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P5. Peter Grobler passed JD Ellis for 4th. Dolph from South Africa is P9. Peter Grobler on lap 2 is P4, 0.4 behind Ernest Heather. Peter Grobler is now 3rd. Dolph is 9th driving a Dodge, 0.5 behind Leon van Linden. Dolph passed Leon van Linden for P8. JD Ellis from South Africa is 4th, 0.5 behind Peter Grobler. Peter Grobler from South Africa is 4th battling JD Ellis. Ernest Heather is 5th, 0.3 behind Peter Grobler. Danny Van Rooyen is 2nd, 0.3 behind Mike McGeer. Ernest Heather is 4th, 0.8 behind JD Ellis. Danny Van Ruyen is P2, 0.5 behind Mike McGear. Janine Vlad is P7, 0.5 behind Herb Alalarm. Danny Van Ruyen on lap 5 is 2nd, 0.5 behind Mike McGear. Janine Vlad is 7th, 0.4 behind Herb Alalarm. Danny Van Ruyen is 2nd. Janine Vlad is P7, 0.4 behind Herb Alalarm. Danny Van Ruyen is P2, 0.4 behind Mike McGear. Janine Vlad from South Africa is 7th, 0.5 behind Herb Alalarm. Ernest Heather is P4 driving a Ford, 0.5 behind JD Ellis. Danny Van Ruyen is P2, 0.4 behind Mike McGear. Danny Van Ruyen passed Mike McGear for first. Mike McGear is P2, 0.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Mike McGear passed Danny Van Ruyen for P1. Danny Van Ruyen is P2. Ernest Heather is 4th, 0.5 behind JD Ellis. Janine Vlad is 7th, 1.0 ahead of Dolph. is 8. 0.4 behind Janine Glad. Dolph passed Janine Glad for 7th. Janine Glad is P8. Ernest Heather is 4th. Dolph from South Africa is 7th, 1.5 behind Herbal Alarm. Ernest Heather is 4th, 1.1 behind JD Ellis. Dolph is P7, 0.3 behind Herbal Alarm. Ernest Heather is 4th driving a Ford, 1.0 behind JD Ellis. Dolph is 7th, 0.4 behind Herbal Alarm. Ernest Heather is P4, 1.5 behind JD Ellis. Dolph from South Africa is P7, 0.3 behind Herbal Alarm. Dolph passed Herbal Alarm for P6. Dolph lost P6 to Herbal Alarm. Ernest Heather is 4th, 0.8 behind JD Ellis. Dolph is 7th, 0.1 behind Herbal Alarm. Ernest Heather is 4th, 0.7 behind JD Ellis. Dolph Dolph is P7, 0.3 behind Herbal Alarm. Herbal Alarm is 7. Herbal Alarm passed Dolph for P6. Janine Glad is 8th, 0.3 behind Dolph. Dolph is 7th, 0.2 behind Herbal Alarm. Herbal Alarm is P7 battling Dolph. Herbal Alarm lost P7 to Janine Glad. Herbal Alarm passed Dolph for P6. Dolph is 8th, 0.3 behind Janine Glad. Mike McGear entering the pits is P2. JD Ellis on lap 12 is 3rd. Ernest Heather entering the pits is 16. JD Ellis entering. Announcer bot is active. The race session is at V8SC in Winton, Australia. Janine Glad from South Africa is P3. Dolph entering the pits is 10th. Ernest Heather from South Africa is P3. Danny van Rooyen from Netherlands is 5th. Tommy Glad from South Africa is P7. Janine Glad is P3. Janine Glad passed her bell alarm for second. Her bell alarm is third. Danny Van Ruyen is P4. Mike McGeer from South Africa on lap 2 is 5th, 0.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P7, 0.3 behind Leon Van Linden. Danny Van Ruyen from Netherlands is P4, 0.3 behind her bell alarm. Peter Grobler is P7, 0.4 behind Leon Van Linden. Her bell alarm is P4 driving a BCRC mods, 0.1 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Her bell alarm lost fourth to Mike McGeer. Mike McGeer is P5 battling her bell alarm. Mike McGeer passed her bell alarm for P4. Is third, 0.4 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Mike McGeer is fourth, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Mike McGeer passed Janine Glad for P3. Janine Glad is P4, 0.5 behind Mike McGeer. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P8, 0.6 behind Leon Van Linden. JD Ellis from South Africa on lap 4 is 6th, 1.2 behind her bell alarm. Peter Grobler on lap 4 is P8, 0.9 behind Leon Van Linden. Leon van Linden from South Africa is 8th, battling Peter Grobler. Leon van Linden lost P8 to Tommy Glad. JD Ellis is 6th, 0.5 behind Herbal Alarm. Mike McGear is 3rd driving a Ford, 1.2 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Leon van Linden entering the pits is 9th. JD Ellis is 6th, 0.5 behind Herbal Alarm. Herbal Alarm on lap 5 is P6, 0.1 behind JD Ellis. Leon van Linden exiting pits. Danny Van Ruyen is P2, 0.7 behind Ernest Heather. Herbal Alarm is 6th, 1.1 behind JD Ellis. Danny Van Ruyen is 2nd, 0.2 behind Ernest Heather. Mike McGear is 3rd. Best lap is a 1:22.632. Danny Van Ruyen is 2nd, 0.6 ahead of Mike McGear. Mike McGear is P3, 2.7 behind Danny Van Ruyen. Danny Van Ruyen was 82.6 faster last lap. Danny Van Ruyen is P2 driving a Holden, 0.1 behind Ernest Heather. Danny Van Ruyen passed Ernest Heather for P1. Leon van Linden entering the pits is 9th. Tommy Glad on lap 7 is P8, 0.4 behind Peter Grobler. Tommy Glad passed Peter Grobler for P7. Peter Grobler is P8, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Leon van Linden exiting pits. is third. Peter Grobler is P8, 0.9 behind Tommy Glad. Ernest Heather is third, 1.0 behind Mike McGear. Peter Grobler is P8, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. JD Ellis is P5, 0.8 behind Janine Glad. Ernest Heather is third, 0.4 behind Mike McGear. Leon Van Linden entering the pits is P9. JD Ellis is fifth driving a Dodge, 0.2 behind Janine Glad. Peter Grobler from South Africa is 8th, 0.5 behind Tommy Glad. Leon Van Linden exiting pits. JD Ellis is P5 driving a Dodge, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Tommy Glad is 7th, 0.4 behind Herbal Alarm. Peter Grobler is 8th, 0.3 behind Tommy Glad. Peter Grobler is now 7th. Danny Van Ruyen is first. Peter Grobler from South Africa is P7, 1.0 behind Tommy Glad. Herbal Alarm entering the pits is 4th. Peter Grobler is now 7th. Tommy Glad is 8th driving a Holden, 0.8 behind Peter Grobler. JD Ellis is P5 driving a Dodge, 0.5 behind Janine Glad. Tommy Glad is 7th driving a Holden, 1.5 behind Peter Grobler. Janine Glad is 5th, 0.1 behind JD Ellis. Mike McGear entering the pits is first.